Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Now I thought that today we could do a long overdue catch-up Q&A. So grab your drinks. I have got the biggest cup ever, which I'm currently in love with. I did put a questions box on my Instagram quite a while ago, so I am going off that, but I just thought there was some interesting questions. As you can see, we're relaxed. I've got my tracksuit on. I haven't dolled up or anything for this video, just because I thought, you know, this is you and me, we're having a chat, there's nothing serious going on here. But before we do that, I'm just going to quickly cut to today's sponsor. Hi guys, I'm just quickly popping in to talk about today's sponsor, which is ULike. ULike is a pain-free IPL hair removal system which has noticeable results in just 3 weeks. So many times I've been preparing for a night out, and the night before I will shave my legs or shave my arms or shave wherever I need to shave for that particular outfit that I'm wearing, and then by the morning there's already stubble. Imagine just waking up and that not being the case. Well, I've been using ULike for the past 3 weeks now, and I've already started to notice a huge difference in the hair on my underarms. So I'll pop on a before and kind of after a video right now. So on the left you can see 3 weeks ago. This is 3 days worth of growth on my underarms. As you can see, it's quite thick and quite dark, and then on the right is 3 weeks later. And as you can see, the results are massive. Like huge. After just 3 weeks of using this, the hairs are starting to grow back a lot slower, and they're not as dark or as thick as they were before, which is just amazing. To be honest, I've been a little bit nervous about using IPL in the past due to it being maybe a little bit painful. The ULike system has a patented sapphire ice cooling technology, which means that you literally can't feel anything. It's pain-free, and I really mean that. And not only does that make it pain-free, but it also maintains a comfortable skin temperature of 10 degrees, which prevents heat damage. It also has a thumb-free glide mode, which means that you can literally glide it along your skin without having to press any buttons. And it's a really quick 7-minute treatment, which doesn't take much time out of your day at all. So a little bit more about ULike is that the hair removal technology has a maximum energy output of 21 joules, which overtakes conventional devices on the market by 23%. It has been clinically tested and certified by SGS, and it demonstrates a massive 93.2% hair reduction after just 3 weeks. And then 90% of users have experienced complete hair removal with using it for just 2 to 3 months. When I tell you that I'm going to start using this on my entire body, I am not lying. So I'm now at the 3-week stage of using this, which means that the amount of times that I need to shave has decreased. In week 4 to 8, that's when you should notice that the hair growth completely stops. And then weeks 9 to 12 is when the pores shrink, and then it restores smooth skin. There is a link in the description where you can go and check out ULike for yourself. Thank you so much to ULike for sponsoring this portion of the video. Let's crack on with the rest of our day. All right, let's get into the questions. So, where do I start? Okay, let's start with, would you ever consider going brunette? I do get asked this quite a lot, and I do get quite a lot of comments. Look at me playing with my hair. I do get quite a lot of comments about how people think I would suit going slightly darker with highlights or just putting some lowlights in my hair at the minute. I have been brunette before. It's something, I do like it, but it never lasts. So my brunette hair was, I don't really know how to describe it. I'll put some photos up so you can see what I looked like with brunette hair. And yes, I mean, I'm not going to say that I didn't suit it, because I do think that I did, but I did find that I had to false tan quite a lot because it just completely washed me out. So all the photos that you're probably seeing include me with false tan on, and looks great, but I've kind of gotten to a stage now where I don't really false tan unless it's for a special occasion. I mean, sometimes I'll put some on just because, I don't know, I fancy a little self-care evening or whatever, and I just put some on. But in general, brunette hair is just not a passion of mine, and I know that blonde is damaging. I get that, I really do, but I am working really hard to repair my hair. It's actually doing pretty well at the minute. I've been using the shampoo that was recommended by my hairdresser along with the hair mask, and I'm still using the hair syrup as well. And to be fair, the next vision I have for my hair is that I want to have a little bit of a balayage. Should I show you my inspo photo? I was going to keep it a secret until I actually did it. Let's just show it. I've had this photo on Pinterest, which I showed the hairdresser, and that was the one where I said that will look great, but we need to sort your hair out first. So let me find it. because I just love it. And it is blonde, but it's not like blonde from the root. So this is the photo that I have been looking at, and it is blonde. I mean, my hair at the minute, it needs some dire need of some purple shampoo, but I'm resisting that because that is a little bit damaging. But it is looking a bit yellow at the minute, and I do like the thought of icy blonde hair. I know it's damaging. I know you don't need to tell me. But I don't know, I just love blonde hair, and I love blonde hair on me. And I think brunette is a big decision in terms of the fact that it's very easy to go brunette, but it is not easy at all to get blonde. The amount of time that it took me to get like light hair, I'm not going through that process again. I'm really not. So unfortunately, no, brunette for me at the moment is not in the forefront of my mind. So no, sorry. What is your favourite recipe currently? Ooh. Oh, I don't know. Do you know, that's a good question, because I have like a go-to recipe that I find really easy, which is just like a pesto pasta. And I like that because you can eat it hot and you can also eat it cold. So I often will cook my pasta, put some pesto in it, and then I'll have that for like my evening meal whilst I'm at work, like out in the community. So you don't need to like reheat it or anything. So that's probably my favourite in terms of that. In terms of like... Actually, no, that's it. That's the answer. Pesto pasta. I enjoy it, and it's so easy to make, and it's very convenient for when I'm at work. So pesto pasta. It might seem like a boring choice, but yeah, I am actually thinking about making a chicken gyros fake away. I've got everything except for the gyros seasoning. I have actually got that on order. I've ordered it from JD Seasoning, so that should be coming soon, and I'll be making that. Is this now a couples channel? No. This is still very much my channel. It will always be The Slice of Jess, but because it's more of like a lifestyle channel now, because my boyfriend is part of my life and I love him, he will be featuring on the videos. It's just part of my life. As I do document my life and decide to post it online, he will feature, but it's not specifically a couples channel, no. He has his own job. I also have another job. This is just like, you know, yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but no, it's not a couples channel. How do you de-stress other than going to the gym? I honestly need to get better at this. I talk about a lot about like self-care nights, and I try to promote them as much as I can, but in terms of like actually applying them to myself, very few and far between. I need to do more kind of like self-care things. One thing I will say, people are going to find this really disgusting, but at the minute, my de-stressing... Oh, you're gonna think I'm weird for this, right? I put on this foot mask, right, a few days ago. Was it a few days? Maybe a week ago now, right? And it is a foot peeling mask. Do I have it here? No. Where did I put it? Anyway, it came in a pack of 2. It's a foot peeling mask, and I swear to God that has been the best de-stressor for me, just taking the little bits of dead skin off my feet. Don't judge me. Just don't judge me. It's oddly satisfying. And my feet feel amazing right now, so yeah. But yeah, just doing things, to be honest, like my biggest de-stress is probably having a nap as well. I have a lot of naps at the minute. I don't know if that's because I'm like quite overworked at the minute. Yeah, I just try to keep myself in a schedule. I try to, you know, give myself like evenings where I'm just not doing anything. And I think that sometimes the art of doing absolutely nothing is the biggest de-stress you could ask for, because like you don't specifically have to do something to de-stress, if that makes sense. So if lying on the sofa watching TV for hours on end is your way of de-stressing, then that's fine. And sometimes I do that. For example, the other day, I think it was Sunday, I thought I should probably film today. You know, because I try and work out when my shifts are the following week and when I've got slots to film and then edit and upload and stuff. And then I thought on Sunday I should probably film today, and then I thought, well, actually I've got another day next week that I could film that. Today I'm just going to do absolutely nothing, and I sat and watched The Princess Diaries. I think I stayed in my pajamas pretty much all day, and that was a great de-stress. So yeah, stuff like that. Next question. When is Emmanuel moving in, or are you going to buy a bit bigger place together at some point? Emmanuel's already moved in. I didn't make a big deal of it. We're not making a big deal of it. Like, we were practically living together anyway. He has officially moved all his stuff in, and we do live together now in this house. I think one day we'd probably think about moving to a bigger place. It's just nice to have a bit of extra space. Obviously, I'm very used to living here on my own. Yeah, but Emmanuel's been here a while. We just never mentioned it. So that in itself just goes to show that just because it's not posted on the internet doesn't mean that something's happened or not happened. Sometimes this is completely irrelevant, but sometimes people make assumptions about the things I do because I haven't posted it on the internet. And it's just like... Anyway, but that wasn't relevant. That's just, you know, a point I was making. What is your favourite thing about being a YouTuber? Gosh, I think, do you know what it is? I find this space like a really great place to like vent. I find it a really great place to be like creative. I don't know, I can't really describe it, but I think I've always been a very creative person. If you didn't know already, I actually had a YouTube channel back when I was like 13, 14, something like that. And I did post videos on it. They went nowhere. They are never to be seen. They are awful. But I've always kind of wanted to dab my toe in YouTube just for a little bit of creativity, a bit of, you know, and like before I did YouTube, I did photography as well. I used to do wedding photography, and I went to college and did photography. So I've always kind of been interested in like camera equipment, and yeah, I don't know. I think my favourite part is just like being able to share my creativeness with people, even if it's just showing you what I'm doing during the day. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably the best part, I guess. I don't feel like I've answered that very well, but you know. Someone says, love your channel. Do you play down your Geordie accent? I find myself doing it a lot. I feel like I do and I don't. I feel like, do you know what it is with my accent? I feel like I'm not really, I was born and bred in Newcastle. I am a Geordie, but my parents, I always forget, but my mum didn't really grow up in Newcastle. Do you know what? I'm gonna ring her. Let's ring her and find out. I need to get to the bottom of this. Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya. Just a quick question, right? Where did you grow up? Because you didn't grow up in Newcastle, did you?
No, well, I moved to Newcastle when I was 14.
Uh-huh.
But I lived in Leeds before that.
Right, I thought so.
And then I lived in a place near Carlton, near Selby in Yorkshire.
Right. Okay.
But I was born in Surrey.
But you were born in Surrey?
Yeah, why?
Right, okay. No, I'm just because I'm filming a Q&A and somebody's asked whether I play down my Geordie accent, and I'm saying that I don't think I really play down my accent. Although I was born here, I didn't think that you were, and you didn't really grow up in Newcastle, so I think I get a bit of a mix from you and Dad.
Yeah.
So
probably.
I'm not like Radgy Geordie.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
All right then.
All right, thank you.
See you later.
Bye. And there you have it. So although I'm born in Newcastle, and my dad was born and raised in Newcastle, my mum wasn't. So like I kind of get this mishmash of accents where I've got like I've grown up around Geordies, and I've then also got the accent from my mum that way. And some people say, why do I say mum instead of ma'am? I don't know. I just do. But yeah, that's the like root behind my Geordie accent that I do and don't have, because some people as well think that I'm Welsh, which I can kind of see, because the two accents do kind of merge a little bit, I think. But no, I'm not Welsh. I am born and raised in Newcastle, but that's where the little like non-Geordie twinge comes from, I think. So yeah. So someone said, I'm single on dating apps. Please do a dating profile, pics, bio, etc. How you met your boyfriend, please. Honestly, my dating profiles were horrendous. I didn't really use them that often. I had the apps just because, like, do you know what it is? I had this thing in my mind that when you were single, you just had dating apps. Like, I don't know why, but that's just what went through my mind. So I had dating apps. I never really used them. I was actually, I mean, my pictures were maybe a little bit old. I think I had long hair in most of them. And then on the first date, I had short hair with Emmanuel. So he's probably thinking, who is this catfish? I think in terms of that, I don't know what it was. I had a very love-hate relationship with dating. As you guys know, I was single for like 6.5 years before I met Emmanuel, and I was very much a serial. I would like talk to people, but then when it came to the point where they wanted to meet up, I was not down for that. I didn't want to do it. So, and I think it was just like nerves or something. But when I was coming back from Turkey, when I went there with Demi, we were on the train from London back to Newcastle, and I was bored and I just thought I'll just have a scroll, and then he popped up and he was literally like, let's go on a date. Like, it was very, very quick, and I think that almost like startled me a little bit, and I thought, actually, what have I got to lose? And of course the camera ran out of battery right in the middle of that story. Where was I? I think I was a little bit startled by this, like, hang on, there's no talking stage here. I've got no, like, I've got nothing to, I don't know, nothing to go off. And I thought literally, what have I got to lose? What's the worst that can happen as well? You know, I go, I meet, we don't get on, that's it, I never have to see him again. So it was as simple as that. And I think, I don't know, I'm probably not the best person to ask for dating advice because I just didn't date. What I will say is that the right person will come along eventually, and you might not expect it, but just trust your gut with these things. If you're getting a hunch that like you want to go, then go. How long do you normally leave the hair syrup on for? I just got the rosemary one. So, rosemary's great. So, it says to leave on for like an hour and a half before you shower. Sometimes I do that, but most of the time I just leave them on overnight. They're all made from like natural oils and stuff, so I think that's all right. Double check with the company though, but I do leave mine on overnight just because I feel like it's just getting more of a, I don't know, it's getting more from the product, and it also forces me to wash my hair the next day because like your hair is like greasy when you wake up. I leave mine overnight or an hour to an hour and a half before I shower, so that's how long I do that for. What's better, jammy dodgers or custard creams? Custard creams, I've got to say. I do like a jammy dodger, but custard creams are my favourite out of those two. Very quick question. What words of wisdom would you give to your younger self? Gosh. What a question. What words would I give to my younger self? Don't get overconsumed by things you can't change. So there was a, I can't remember where this is from, but there was something that I learned where it was like, if you're feeling worried or overwhelmed, write down your list of worries, cross off the ones you can't control and deal with the rest. So the ones that you can control and do something about, focus on them first. The ones that you've got no control over, you've got no control over them. Yes, it's a worry, and it's natural to feel worried about things that you can't control, but yeah, I feel like I spent a lot of my teenage years worrying about things or like wanting to be better and not really doing anything about it, and I think that's a lot to do with like my dieting and stuff like that. I talk a lot about my weight loss and years of dieting in my 75 soft results video, so if you haven't checked that out and you want to know a bit about that, then go and check that out. But yeah, I spent a lot of my years worrying about stuff that I really couldn't control, and I think it took up too much of my time. I really did, and I could have been doing so much more better things with my time. What's your favourite memory with Demi? Oh my god, so do you know, I think the one that immediately comes to mind isn't probably one that you would think, but obviously we've had so many good like nights out, we go to coffee and lunch and we have so many lovely memories, but one of the funniest things that I sometimes think about is we were filming I can't remember whether it was like it was a video for her channel, I think, where I think we picked out each other's outfits basically. I think I had a pair of jeans on, and the button got stuck in my knickers. So I had these knickers on and the button for the jeans got stuck on my knickers. Basically, Demi had to rip my knickers to get the button undone. But that just makes me laugh still because I literally had a hole like that in my knickers. I did throw them away, but like it just, yeah, that made me laugh so much. How do you find the motivation to not only plan meals but plan gym workouts too? So I think one of the biggest things that I learned throughout like the 75 soft challenge as well, which I didn't actually mention in the other video, repetition is okay. So I often see like a lot of influencers who do like food stuff, they have like different recipes all the time, and that's great, that's fine for sharing those things, but if you want like a consistent, easy go-to like plan, it's okay to eat the same things. So like you guys will have seen, I ate fish finger wraps until I was turning into one, and that's probably what helped me because like it was my go-to. It's something that I knew I liked, because isn't it the worst when you find a recipe that like you really want to try and you think it's going to be amazing and then you don't like it? The worst. So sometimes sticking to repetition, either in the gym or with your meals, really helps. So find that thing that you are obsessed over, like fish finger wraps, and eat them. Just eat them until you're sick of them, then find something else. But yeah, I think very much I didn't like plan as much on the 75 soft challenge as I have in previous kind of times of trying to lose weight. And I think that also helped because I knew roughly, like the way I planned was I knew what meals I would like to eat throughout the week, and then I bought the ingredients for it and I ate those meals as and when I wanted them. So I didn't say like Monday I'm gonna have this for breakfast, this for lunch and this for dinner, because when Monday came around I didn't fancy it or I didn't want it, and then I would end up straying off of my plan and eating something else. So if I just said, okay, I think this week I might like some Weetabix for breakfast, maybe some avocado and egg, maybe some chicken sausages, maybe I might want a bacon sandwich, and then I would buy those ingredients, and then I knew in my mind that I had food for those meals, and it didn't really matter when I ate them. So that's kind of how I did that. And then it's the same with the gym. I've kind of got the same routine, like my upper body day and my lower body day are pretty much the same every time I do that. And then I've found classes that I really, really love, and I just kind of go to them when I want to. So yeah, but I think we've covered quite a lot there. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much to ULike for sponsoring a portion of this video at the start. I hope you've enjoyed this video, had a lovely catch up. Let me know how you're doing in the comments, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Baby, let me love you.